Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Arkady. Now I asked, you guys answered, and by far the most requested recap video that you guys wanted to see was NXT Deadline. So let's get right into it. During the kickoff show, we saw a match that was supposed to take place last Tuesday, but got interrupted between Axiom and Nathan Frazer. And these two have a lot of chemistry. There was a lot of high impact spots during it. Ultimately, Axiom ended up winning, hitting Nathan Frazer with the golden ratio. Kicking off the show, Shawn Michaels came down to the ring, and he has been leading NXT, so it was only fitting. Now CM Punk came out. Huge pop. Everyone is so excited for CM Punk to be back at WWE. They had a little banter between the two of them. Ultimately, CM Punk, who we don't know where he's going to end up, teased that it could be Raw, could be SmackDown, who knows, maybe even NXT. Cue up Taylor Swift's Bad Blood music because this next matchup had a lot of bad blood. Rey Mysterio accompanied Dragon Lee to the ring. He says Dragon Lee is the future of Lucha Libre, and honestly, like, who are we to question Rey Mysterio? He's a legend, Hall of Famer. If he says it, I'm gonna believe it, okay? Rey Mysterio accompanying Dragon Lee to face his own son, Dominic Mysterio, for the NXT North American Championship. These two battled it out, and Rey Mysterio was a 100% in Dragon Lee's corner throughout the entire match. Very noticeably absent was the Judgment Day. Nobody was there at ringside, not even Mommy, for Dom Mysterio, and he ended up losing this match and losing the title, the NXT North American title, to Dragon Lee. I'm sure Dom is not happy about this, and I have a feeling we'll probably see this play out a little bit on Monday Night Raw. All right, the Iron Survivor women's match was next, and we saw Fallon and Blair kicking it off. Tiffany came in third, Kalani Jordan fourth, and Lash Legend fifth. Lash came in like a, I don't know, freight train. She was taking people out, getting double pins. Metaphor ended up interfering. They blocked the penalty box, but Blair Davenport came out on top. She got the win. We see Lyra begin to make her way to the ring, and she's attacked by none other than Cora Jade, who has been gone for the last 4 months, and it looks like she wants to get her hands on that title ASAP. Tension has been brewing at NXT because we do not know who attacked Trick Williams. It is still a mystery. I think a lot of people were assuming that maybe it was Lexus King, and we saw Carmelo and Lexus King battle it out in the ring. Lexus King went for the backbreaker. Carmelo countered, hit him with the nothing but net, and ended up winning. But Lexus King got the mic and told the whole crowd that while he did not attack Trick Williams, he knows who did it. So we're still left with the question, who was it? Could it be Carmelo Hayes? Could it be someone we haven't considered? Could it be no one at all? Who knows? We want to find out. All right, now the men's Iron Survivor Challenge, and this was such a fun match to watch. It kicked off with Dijak and Josh Briggs right at the 5-minute mark, like right before we saw Tyler Bate come out. Dijak got the first pin. He hit the Feast Your Eyes and sent Josh Briggs to the penalty box. After Tyler Bate, we saw Trick Williams come out, and holy cow, safe to say that Trick Williams is absolutely over in NXT. The crowd went wild, and rightfully so. He came out hot. Let's just talk about some of the things that we saw because it was actually incredible. At one point, we saw him use Josh Briggs' back as like a floorboard to bounce off of and hit Dijak with a clothesline. The matchup between all these guys, the moves that they were doing, it was so much fun to watch. Braun Breaker is the last entrant, and he comes out strong. He immediately spears Josh Briggs. He gets pin after pin after pin, and we see him and Trick facing off against each other. There was just so much action in this match. We saw Trick Williams on the top rope flying down, taking out all of the men after they've come out of the penalty. We see Braun Breaker and Trick Williams smashing through barriers. I mean, this is an all-out brawl. And at this point, Braun Breaker is winning. Trick Williams really hasn't picked up points here, but boy, does that change in the last 3 minutes or a couple minutes of the match. Trick Williams gets pin after pin after pin and ends up with 4 points, winning the Iron Survivor Challenge. Up next is two women who cannot keep their hands off of each other. We had a steel cage match between Kiana James and Roxanne. Roxanne Perez hit Kiana James with the Pop Rocks. Kiana James ended up getting out of that. She grabbed a steel chair, which she went to go hit Perez with. Perez ended up getting a hold of it and attacking Kiana James with it instead. Now, what I don't think anyone is expecting was Izzy Dame coming to ringside and helping Kiana James get the win over Roxanne. So, yeah, while Kiana James ended up winning, it was a little dirty. She had some help, and I'm sure Roxanne is not too happy. It's time for the main event. Baron Corbin versus Ilja Dragunov. Ilja hit Corbin with 3 H-bombs, then whispered a little sweet nothing in his ear. No, I'm just kidding. But I would love to know what you think he whispered in the comments below before hitting a Torpedo Moscow to retain his NXT championship. And we are going to see Ilja Dragunov versus Trick Williams. Trick Williams came out to remind Ilja of that. Well, that is it for NXT Deadline. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have fun doing these, and I always would love to hear recommendations on what you would like to see next. Feel free to leave comments down below, and I just appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.